So we can jump in. There's not too much that we have to report. I do, for those of you who have not met yet, I want to introduce our new program co-coordinator. Elizabeth Ramirez is going to be joining on Muskego Way Forward, and we're going to be working in tandem to kind of tackle. I'm going to be doing more of partnership stuff, and she's going to be doing a lot of the community outreach and things like that. And today was her first day, so just wanted to introduce her and have everyone get a chance to say hello.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all.
So that's kind of our biggest news right now, is that we're just like moving into this new setup with both of us being coordinators and kind of working through how that's going to look and some of the things we're going to be focusing on. As far as updates from Muskego Way Forward, we just kind of wrapped up. We're like in the midst of grant cycles, which kind of with partners helps us determine what we're going to be doing for the year. So the first round just finished, and there's a lot of cool projects and proposals on the table. We'll have to wait a bit to hear like which ones we're going to be going with. But I'm super excited for some of the things our partners want to do in the neighborhood, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for us to engage residents and just make some changes and improvements in the neighborhood according to our plan. That's pretty much all I have as far as updates, and we'll keep people we'll keep updating as the meetings go on. But does anyone else either want to introduce themselves if they're new, or have anything that they want to update us on?
January 19th is the crime and safety meeting at God's Touch Milwaukee on 1501 West Lincoln. It's going to be there. The new captain for D2 should be there. Captain Pageant, I believe is his name. So he should be there. But yeah, it's going to be at God's Touch Milwaukee Center horse stables this time, because we're trying to move it around the south side in different locations, a couple churches and stuff like that. Cool.
Okay. I was wondering because I actually just sent out our newsletter, and I knew they had said they might change the location. So I'll post it on Facebook and everything.
I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Rodrigo. I am at the moment still a colleague of Pedro's, but that will be ending soon. And I'm a half housing, half community redevelopment and outreach attorney at the Legal Aid Society. So my, I guess, main zip code is 53215, but I will be covering 53204 while we look for, I don't want to say Pedro's replacement, but you know.
Yeah, so I guess my news. Hi, everybody. My name is Pedro Hernandez. I'm an attorney at Legal Aid Society in Milwaukee. I've been at several of these meetings. My last day at Legal Aid is going to be Thursday, the 13th. So I took a new job with some friends from law school who started their own thing a few years ago, doing family law work. So like divorces, child support, that kind of stuff, and immigration work. So I'll just be helping, you know, build the Milwaukee office here. So, because they got a couple offices here and there around the country. So I'm helping build it out here. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. I will still, hopefully, can you still invite me to meetings? I'd love to still come. I'm just not going to be legal aid.
If you want to still come, we can invite you. You'll have to send me your new email address, and we're happy to have you.
Yeah,
congratulations, Pedro.
Thank you, Eloisa. And that's it for me.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Rodrigo, and Pedro, we will miss you. Hi, Eloisa, how are you?
I'm fine. I got a bad hair day. I'm gonna just stay off.
I go off too. I got a bad face day, so. Do you have anything that you want to update us on?
Oh, gosh. We've got the 2022 elections coming up. I'm going to be forwarding to Allison either tonight or the first thing tomorrow. What we wanted to do is create a 2022 self-service document for all of you, all of our community partners, in which we kind of turn over links to documents that you yourselves can just open up and replicate, pass on to community residents, other community partners, parents, whoever you would like to pass it on to. So we would kind of like step out of the way, if you will, and let you pass on video clips, flyers, other kind of handout materials. We just want to kind of create some efficiency. It was based on a meeting that Allison was a part of back in September. And we didn't realize it was going to take so much work to create it. But we've only done it for the spring primary. Is right around the corner. I mean, when you think about it, it's February 15th. My adult son asked me, when the elections were and most of us don't know when they are, really, to be honest. And I really want to sort of empower you to help create the ripple effect in the community so people get out to vote. February 15th, it might be a heavy duty snow day. So, what we have is early registration, absentee voting rather, the sites where they're going to be, et cetera, et cetera. There's a few things up in the air because of the state legislature, but overall, we've got everything we think you need to know. So I'm going to just send it out to a few people. Allison has been wonderful at giving feedback on the documents we create. And once we get the Allison and others good seal of approval, and if we need to modify it, then we will pass it on to the rest of you. We hope that you'll use the documents as well. And I just want to emphasize that a lot of the information we have is bilingual.
Did you say it's for the spring primaries, or is it for the elections that are coming up, unless those are the same?
We spent so much time and we really want to get it into your hands that we only could, and we have lots and lots of material. So we only built out the spring, but really once we get the okay from some of our key community partners, we're going to pass out just the spring one, which takes us up to February 15th. And we're going to continue to build out for the April primary. It's a biggie because of the mayoral election, but we consider them all to be important. And then of course, we'll be building out for the federal, for the federal elections, which would be August and November. So we will then kind of follow up and forward that on to you once we finish those up.
Great. We're looking forward to it. It'll be nice to have that to share with folks who are interested. So thanks for your hard work on that. I know there was a lot to it, and these things often end up taking more time than we think they're going to, right? Okay, is there anybody else? I know we kind of got most people. Does anyone else want to say anything or have any introductions or updates they want to give? Nope. Okay. I guess just like one little thing, we're working with Milwaukee Rep again to, they're offering a few more neighborhood nights. And we're kind of, this week, we're going to be finalizing the shows that they're going to be offering, but basically we'll get up to 50 tickets for 2 different performances throughout the spring. And we can invite community members. There's potentially a bus. And there also, with that comes like a dinner and a discussion around some of the themes that are covered in the show. So we'll have tickets to give out to people for that. And if you know anybody who wants some tickets or would like to be a part of the discussions or anything, I'll send out that information when we have it, and we would love to have you spread it with whomever might be interested. Additionally, we're still working with the emergency relief fund that we have. So we still have a bit to share with people right now. I'm trying to target, essentially we have some dollars set aside and we're working with community advocates to help people who are unable to pay rent or utilities, who are facing eviction, that kind of thing, in the Muskego Way neighborhood. Right now I'm trying to focus on people who might have to, like, say, take off work because of virtual schooling or things, even if it's like a small dollar amount and they're unable to pay utilities, or they're, a little bit behind on rent, or they think in this coming month I'm not going to be able to pay rent. We have to go through an application process with them, but we do have that opportunity at the table, and we are trying to continue spreading the word about that so people can, get help when things are kind of like out of control right now and going a little crazy. So if you know anyone, especially Rodrigo, we were working with Pedro previously on this. He would help let us know if there was a tenant who, was facing eviction or who contacted that was in our area. And we can try to, like, go through the application process with them. So just so you all know, have that in your back pocket in case you hear of anyone asking about resources or assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, I do want to say on that point that I can, give a testimony that it's amazing to have you guys do that, because it really helped with one of our cases where one of our clients, he and his wife are both, on disability, and we're relying on a family member to turn in their rent payments. Little did they know that the family member was pocketing those rent payments during the pandemic. And unfortunately, that doesn't qualify as loss of income due to COVID. So they weren't able to qualify for some of that federal rent assistance. So thankfully, thanks to Allison, Muskego Way, and Edith for doing all that work, because it really helped make sure that, not only was the eviction dismissed, but he has an upcoming court date to get his name off the record. So thank you guys.
That's great to hear. That makes me happy. And yeah, when, we were, I guess, like, the main difference between us and community advocates is that they do have pretty strict criteria for what qualifies as, like, loss of income due to the pandemic. We're a little more lax on that. So, like, there's still some things that have to be in place as far as, like, not having outstanding. It has to start March 2020 on, and there can't be outstanding issues prior to that. It has to be something that happened during the pandemic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be caused by COVID. So we're a little more lax with those regulations. And then let's see. Dominica put in the chat, voting will take place at Boys and Girls Club on 24th and Rogers. Feel free to drop off information there. I think it's great you were able to put together those pieces, because getting that info out is important. Oh, Eloisa, you're on it. You're already on it. So yeah, we can definitely, Dominica, bring that stuff to Boys and Girls Club. We're actually going to be having, so recently Muskego Way started the Youth Resource Network, and we're going to be doing an in-person meeting, and I talked to Deontay and he would like us to have it at the Davis Center. So I think we'll be there toward the end of January, and I can either bring the materials before then or I can bring them then, but we definitely can get those to you so you can give them out to folks as well.
What meeting is that?
The Youth Resource Network. The one that was started like last June, July.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be like Wednesday the 26th from 11 to noon, and I'm just like finalizing this with Deontay, but most likely will be at the Boys and Girls Club Davis location. So for anyone who hasn't been introduced to that, it's basically trying to get any youth-based organizations or youth-serving organizations together at the table, you know, in the South Side area to kind of just like discuss whatever they have going on, connecting to each other's resources, and then also we're working collectively towards specific goals that we've determined. So we meet once a month, and it's just kind of to get all of these youth serving organizations together to connect to each other and things. So anything else? We don't have really any upcoming projects at the moment, but I'm going to be working with Elizabeth to kind of get our like our calendar shored up for the year with cleanups and the mobile food pantries and everything. So that'll be coming soon, probably in the next month or two as well. And then we're going to start doing some door-to-door outreach and things like that, being mindful of safe and everything, but all that's kind of coming down the pike. So I'll keep everyone updated. That's pretty much all we have. There is, as Travis said, there's the crime and safety meeting on the 19th. We have our neighborhood safety meeting on Tuesday, the 18th at 5. That's on Zoom as well. And then the next neighborhood meeting is scheduled for February 14th, which is 5 o'clock on Zoom. I guess the only last thing I would ask is if, you know, Travis or anyone else has any, is there any like community needs or concerns that have come up recently or in the last couple months since, oh, he's gone. But anyway, just if there's any like neighborhood concerns or resident concerns that have come up that anyone needs to talk about, we can do that. Otherwise,
I just wanted to ask about the, will Muskego Way or other groups be distributing the N95 masks to people? Because I know some schools are doing that, and of course they're at the testing sites, but I think a lot of people are in need of that for their families. And so I'm hoping that a lot more get involved with the distribution of them, if that's possible.
yeah, so we have a handful of different types of masks, and then we did just receive a shipment from Aurora. So I have about 300 that I had put on my desk today, and I'm gonna be like, I work with like Christ St. Peter's had asked for some, and I know they're kind of in constant need of them. I'm actually hoping to do a bit of like a resource drive with some winter like winter clothing and blankets and stuff that we got from Milwaukee Rep. And we have like light bulbs, we have masks, we have hand sanitizer. I might get some books and toys to be able to give out. So I'm thinking about trying to do that when it stops being so cold outside. And then dispersing the masks that way. I've had a few residents request them, but if you do know of anyone, you can send them my way, and I can definitely help distribute.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, if there's nothing else, then we can give you some time back on this Monday night. Thanks for coming, everyone. We will either see you next time, or Pedro, send me your new email so we can keep you attached.
Don't forget, Pedro. And welcome, Rodrigo.
Thank you.
Allison, you got my number. You can bother. Like,
I didn't know if that was the work number. I'll just be like, hey, it's meeting time. Let's go.
Yeah, it's my cell phone. Yeah, don't worry.
Right on. Okay. Well, I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.